Hey everyone, welcome to the video. We're going to break down the Bristol Motor Speed Race for this weekend on DraftKings. Before we continue though, if you could leave a like, subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. And also I want to apologize. I said I was going to post a baseball video for tonight's main slate, but I've been busy with this NASCAR cheat sheet, and I've also been working on something for the MLB slates in the future, which I think you guys are going to like. So I figured you could forgive me, and we also did very well in the day slate, because I had Rendon as a lock, Corbin, Soler, Merrifield, and they all did very well. So I hope you guys can forgive me. But I hope you guys had a really good day slate if you played as well. Alright, anyway, let's get back into the cheat sheet. I just want to go over practice first. You're going to see a common theme here. It's going to be Kevin Harvick, Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney. All these guys are extremely fast this weekend. In the 20 lap, 15 lap, and 10 lap, I know Kevin Harvick was up there. It was actually Kyle Busch #1 here, but in the other practice, it was like Kevin Harvick, Ryan Blaney, and every single one. So I think they have the two best cars this week. Obviously, Kyle Busch has a good car. Matthew DiBenedetto has a really good car this week. I saw on Twitter that he said he really likes the car, so that's positive. And yeah, just some of the guys we had in the preview, a lot of them are up here that are showing some good speed. Now, the Kyle Larson, he's kind of worrying me. He's not showing that speed I was hoping he'd have, and he's been really good here. So I'm not sure what that's about, so that's a little concerning. I have to bump him down a little bit. I still think he's an okay play, but definitely bumping him down below guys like Harvick and Blaney and Busch. But anyway, let's get into the cheat sheet portion of this. Dominators, Chase Elliott, I said he's going to be on the pole, and he's got a really nice discount too. And if he can lead an early portion of this race, I think 8,900 is just a fantastic price. I'm not going to go too in-depth on the drivers. If you want a nice in-depth breakdown of each driver, I did a preview video yesterday. You can take a look at that. I just want to repeat myself again. Ryan Blaney starting third, I actually think he has a better car than Elliott, and that's why I'm kind of concerned about using Elliott now, because Blaney is extremely fast, and he could take him over soon, and that would make Elliott. I'd put him in the dust there, kind of wouldn't really pay off 8,900 salary, you get the negative place differential, so I am kind of worried about that, because I do think Blaney's got the better car, and I definitely, if they were the same price, I'd definitely prefer Blaney, not even close, but the price is the big deal, so we'll have to see how that goes. But Kevin Harvick, he might be my #1 dominator play now, 11,600. I didn't talk about it in the preview video, but he has been good here, and he really shocked me in practice. He's got an awesome car. He's first in almost every single long run, 10 lap, 20 lap, 15 lap, 30 lap. So really looking into using Kevin Harvick. I'm glad he's not Kyle Busch price, because it would be hard to fit in the lineups, but I think Kevin Harvick's a fantastic play. Kyle Busch, 12,900. He was the fastest in the 10 lap in the final practice, and we know Kyle Busch. He's good everywhere. He's good here. Good track history here, and obviously contend for a win every single race. So I have no problem if you want to use Kyle Busch. It's just the price tag is going to be an issue, but he does have a nice place differential starting 17th, so I think that makes him a little safe as well. And then we have Kyle Larson. I was really hoping he would have some really top runs, high. Long run speed, but he's not showing it. But his history here has been amazing the past 4 races. He has an average finish of like 4, and it's like one of the top in the laps led. So I don't mind if you want to take some stabs at Larson, but I definitely am going to downgrade him. But he is starting, I believe, 16th, so that gives him some nice place differential, and he could just surprise us and come back out and get a top 5. And I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but it wouldn't reflect on his practice speeds. But no problem if you want to use Kyle Larson as well. So those are going to be the dominators. And I also have GPP dominators. It's a new section this week. It's in the green. I'll go over that right now. Clint Boyard, 8,600. He was good in long run speed as well, and he has really nice track history here. Yeah. I think he could easily top 5, and leading laps isn't out of the question. I don't think it's going to be very likely, but he definitely could. He's got a good car here, and this is one of his best tracks. And same with Eric Jones, really the same exact reasons. And he's pretty cheap too, but he's starting 4th, so we don't have much place differential upside. Boyer's starting 8th, by the way. But yeah, Jones starting 4th. He's really probably only going to go backwards. I wouldn't be surprised if he top 5. But he's got some good long run speed as well. And this is one of his best tracks. He has the 2nd best driver rating here in the past 10 races, and his 3rd in laps led as well. So no problem if you want to take a GPP shot at that. He could lead some laps. I just don't know if he's going to be able to get around Blaney or stay in front of Harvick and those guys. So for the place differential, Kurt Busch, again, he qualified pretty bad. He's starting 27th. I think he's a fantastic place differential play. I would prioritize the Dominator guys over him, just because Dominator points are going to be king this week. But I think Kurt Busch is a fantastic play. Ricky Stenhouse, one of my favorite plays of the week as well, 7,600 starting 19th. He's really sneaky good here. I know people don't really like Ricky Stenhouse, but actually in the past 10 races, he has the highest average finish of any driver here with 11. And he was good in practice, so things are lining up for him. I think he's a really good play. Martin Truex, I'm not the highest on, but I had to list him here. He's starting in the 20s, and he had a decent practice. It's just I don't really like using him in short tracks. He always seems to struggle a little bit, but he definitely has got that place differential upside. But the price tag I don't like. I think I'd rather play Stenhouse over Truex, but especially for that price. So, but I had to list Truex here just because he's starting in the 20s. Alex Bowman, I don't think a lot of people are going to play him, but he's pretty sneaky good here as well. I know it's not a big sample size, but he's starting 14th, and in the 2 races he has here, he has an average finish of 6 with a low finish of 8. So I think he could be a nice low in play. I wouldn't mind using him. Matthew DiBenedetto, his car is looking awesome this week. I know he's starting 21st. His price is a little up there at $6,700, but according to practice, he has a top 10 car. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but he's got a really nice car this week, so I don't mind getting him in your lineups. And Daniel Suarez starting 20th. He doesn't have the best track history here, an average finish of 15. But he is starting 20th, and it's a really nice price, so I don't mind using him in your lineups as well. And he was decent in practice. And for the cheapos, we have Ross Chastain. He's starting dead last, and that's really all I got to say about him. Just starting dead last, and he's better than dead last car. He's going to pass Curry and those guys. Ty Dillon starting 28th. He's been having a decent year this year. He's surprising me. He's getting top 20s, and I think he can move up a few spots starting 24th and give us a solid day. Ryan Preece starting 30th, not a guy I usually like to use, but starting 30th, I could see him moving up a few spots. I know he said he liked this track, so we'll see how that goes. Not the highest on him, but starting 30th, I think it's pretty safe. Chris Buescher, 6,400. We haven't used him in a while, but I think it's time to get back on him. Starting 25th, and he was showing a top 18 speed in practice, so I think he's going to be a good play. And then Matt Tifft, I just threw him in here because he seems like old reliable back there. My old reliable used to be Cole Whitt, but I think it's going to be Matt Tifft now. He always seems to have a decent race, and he's always starting near the back, so I think he can move up a few spots and just be fine at 5,500, not asking for much. And William Byron starting 2nd, absolutely not. Eric Almirola starting 8th. I believe it's 8th. Not going to touch him either. He hasn't been very good here at Bristol. Michael McDowell starting 2, far up for me as well. I'd rather play like Tiff or Chastain, because I only can see him moving back, and he's really struggled this year. And then Denny Hamlin starting 5th, just not a fan of him this week. Rather play guys like Blaney, Elliott, and around that price tag. And for the example lineup, I said for roster construction this week, we're going to want 2 to 3 dominators per lineup and just fill the rest out with some place differential plays. So I got Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney. It's 3 dominators. I think they could all lead a good portion of the race. Chase Elliott mainly because he's starting on the pole. I think we can get some cheap dominator points. I'm a little bit worried about Blaney, but I think they're all good plays. So I got the 3 dominators there. Ricky Stenhouse, one of my favorite plays this week. And then we got Ty Dillon, who's not technically a scrub, I don't think. I think he's priced a little too low because he hasn't been doing very well recently. And then we got Ross Chastain starting in dead last, and I think that's a fine play. It's just an example lineup. I'm not saying throw it in all your stuff. I just put that together really quick. I work on my lineups tonight, so if you have any questions, you can comment below. Remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that, and good luck tomorrow.